40 life lessons from different philosophers. Ancient philosophy. Socrates, an unexamined life is not worth living. The importance of self-reflection. Plato, the greatest wealth is to live content with little. Minimalism and inner fulfillment. Aristotle, we are what we repeatedly do. Building good habits and character. Epictetus, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters, mastering emotions. Seneca, we suffer more in imagination than in reality, overcoming anxiety and fear. Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind. Not outside events, stoic mindset for resilience. Epicurus, do not spoil what you have by desiring. What you have not, gratitude and happiness. Laozi Lao Tzu, nature does not hurry. Yet everything is accomplished, patience and natural flow of life. Confucius, it does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop, persistence and self-improvement. Zhuangzi, happiness is the absence of striving. For happiness, living effortlessly and letting go. Medieval and Renaissance philosophy. Saint Augustine, love and do what you will. Love as a guiding principle in life. Thomas Aquinas, better to illuminate than merely to shine. The importance of sharing knowledge. Machiavelli, it is better to be feared than loved. If you cannot be both, understanding power and leadership. Michel de Montaigne, a man who fears suffering is already suffering from what he fears, mental resilience. Francis Bacon, knowledge is power. Lifelong learning and curiosity. Enlightenment and modern philosophy. Descartes, I think, therefore I am. The power of rational thought. Spinoza, happiness is not the reward of virtue, but virtue itself, living ethically for its own sake. John Locke, the mind is furnished with ideas by experience alone, learning from life. Voltaire, judge a man by his questions, rather than by his answers, critical thinking. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, man is born free, but everywhere he is in chains. The conflict between society and individual freedom. Immanuel Kant, act only according to that maxim whereby you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law, moral responsibility. Arthur Schopenhauer, we forfeit 3/4 of ourselves. In order to be like other people, the dangers of social conformity. Hegel, nothing great in the world has been accomplished without passion, the role of passion in success. John Stuart Mill, genius can only breathe freely. In an atmosphere of freedom, the importance of personal liberty. Existentialism and 20th century philosophy. Friedrich Nietzsche, he who has a why to live, can bear almost anyhow, finding purpose in life. Karl Marx, the philosophers have only interpreted the world. The point, however, is to change it, taking action over passive thinking. Sigmund Freud, being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Self-awareness and understanding the subconscious. William James, act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. The power of mindset and pragmatism. Albert Camus, the only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion, living authentically. Jean-Paul Sartre, man is nothing else but what he makes of himself, personal responsibility and freedom. Simone de Beauvoir, one is not born, but rather becomes a woman, gender and personal identity. Ludwig Wittgenstein, the limits of my language mean the limits of my world, the power of language in shaping reality. Hannah Arendt, the sad truth is that most evil is done by people who never make up their minds to be good or evil. The banality of evil and personal responsibility. Michel Foucault, where there is power, there is resistance, understanding social structures. Jacques Derrida, there is nothing outside the text. How interpretation shapes reality. Slavoj Žižek, happiness is for losers. Why discomfort and questioning are essential for growth. Jiddu Krishnamurti, it is no measure of health to be well. Adjusted to a profoundly sick society, questioning societal norms. Alan Watts, trying to define yourself is like trying to bite your own teeth, the illusion of a fixed self. Jordan Peterson, compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today, self-improvement over competition. Yuval Noah Harari, humans think in stories rather than in facts. The power of narratives in shaping life.